Hi, I'm Margarita, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about the Expat Club 10 Weeks of Wisdom program. Before I do that, I want to tell you my story. I grew up in a country that didn't allow us to travel, didn't allow us to move overseas and live overseas. And so, as kids, we were really fascinated with everything that was foreign. We searched out for music, we searched out foreign movies, we even searched out foreigners, even though that was a bit dangerous. And so when I finally got a chance to get out of there and move to the West, move to the United States, I realized that that really acute desire to learn about different cultures and to experience different countries was now part of my blood. It's sort of like when you grow up with something that you're prohibited, you really crave it. And so for me, it became this living overseas, going overseas, experiencing different cultures, experiencing different ways of life, experiencing different foods, different languages, different conversations. I love it all. So when I moved to the US, of course, I realized that now I had the freedom to live elsewhere, not necessarily just in the US. And I also realized that living in the US was not enough for me, and I needed to go and try and experience different countries. And lo and behold, the universe always gives you what you ask. So the universe gave me this opportunity to become a traveling global nomad, somebody who goes and lives in different countries for certain periods of time. So sort of like a perpetual expat. And I realized that, of course, this comes with some issues of adjustments, issues of learning language, issues of just getting used to the surroundings, maybe changing your habits. And even though those were issues for me, they weren't really that difficult. And what helped is, and I'm going all over the place here, I know, but just bear with me. What helped was becoming a coach. In fact, I remember a friend who suggested that I become a coach said, well, even if you don't use it for your profession, you're really going to love what you're going to learn about yourself and the development you're going to undergo, the personal growth. And so becoming a coach and learning tools and skills of coaching really helped me to make those transition issues that a lot of expats go through, make those cross-cultural issues much easier to handle, much easier to manage, much easier to get adjusted to. And so when I was training and coaching, for me, it was a no-brainer. My niche was going to be expats. Because what I really want for people who get to live overseas, who get to live in another country, is to have this feeling of, wow, this is like such an amazing opportunity for me. And to have this feeling of exploration, this feeling of discovery, this feeling of this is an opportunity that comes along maybe once in a lifetime, and not get that feeling spoiled by issues of overwhelm, issues of stress, issues of oh my God, how am I ever going to be able to survive in this culture? What am I gonna do with my identity? When I work with my clients and when I get messages on internet saying, well, what do I do with identity? I used to have professional identity, and now I've left, I've moved with my loved one to another country, and I don't have a job, I don't have a career, I'm feeling a little bit of confusion here. Who am I? Maybe people have some low self-worth because of it. There's, of course, overwhelm that comes with constantly having to adapt. There are things like difficulty in finding friends. That's another one that comes along very often. There's actually relationships issue as well, because, when we're stressed and when we're overwhelmed, who do we take it out on? Our loved ones, our spouses, our kids, our close friends. There are issues of not fitting in, not really feeling the belonging. Somebody put it this way: feeling alone, or feeling neglected, or feeling ignored, even if you're right there. So all these issues, there are issues of money. When we move, and let's say we gave up a job and we're going with our partner to another country, suddenly we lose our financial independence, because it used to be the money we made that we spent. Now we spent not sort of our money, and that brings up issues of guilt. So there are lots of issues that expats go through when they relocate, and when they relocate again, and maybe when they repatriate. Repatriation issues also huge. So all of these issues, they really sour the expatriate experience. And unless you have the tools in your toolbox that can help you manage those issues, overcome them, and actually learn from them, and it's going to be tough for you, and it's not going to be as pleasurable as it can. This is what Expat Club is all about. This is how it came to be, because I really, really want for all of you out there, for all the expats, to have the best time of your lives and not to sour with all the guilt feelings, all the adjustment issues, all the cross-cultural struggles. And there are tools out there for that. And this is why I've decided to make the Expat Club available. This club is designed specifically to address all of the expat issues through a virtual program. A virtual program that you can do anytime, anywhere. It's a 10-week program. And the reason that it's a 10-week program is because we're going to focus on 10 dimensions of expatriate lives. Each week, we're going to address one dimension. Dimensions are going to include things like financial independence and money. It's going to include things like identity and belonging, life purpose, vision. It's going to include things like relationships, things like making connections, things like repatriating, things like adjusting, and many, many others. In total, there are going to be 10 dimensions. And every week, you will receive a lesson of about 5 pages with exercises that you can do either by yourself or with your loved ones. And you will have access to the forum that will be created between the participants. So you can actually discuss the progress of your exercise, what worked, what didn't, what would you like to recommend to others. The forum will also be accessible by a coach that will lead the Expat Club. And the first club, I'm going to lead myself. So I'll always be in that forum. I'll be chiming in. You can ask me questions. You can ask for my suggestions. You can ask to chime in on something that you don't understand. And in addition to the forum and to this interaction that you're going to create with people who are taking the same program and going through the same experience, you'll also have an opportunity to have a live interaction on once a month's teleconference call, which I will lead, and you come in with your questions and your issues, and we'll have some live coaching there on the phone. So that will also create a supportive environment, an environment where you can share your learning and where you can benefit and grow during that. So again, the Expat Club will run for 10 weeks. We've decided to start it in mid-January, so we have enough time for subscriptions to come in, and it'll continue through mid-March. The cost of this program is very, very low. The reason we made it this low is because we want to create it and we want to make it available for people. So if we have enough people sign up, our expenses are justified and we can make it that low. You're only paying $25 for all 10 weeks of learning. This is like $250 per lesson, and you're going to get a lot of benefits from it. And if you sign up before a certain date, and you'll see it at the bottom of the screen, you'll see all the information there. You get bonuses. One bonus is our online course of 7 Habits of a Happy Expat. You get for free. And also for a very limited time only, for about 2 weeks, if you sign up, you get a assessment and strategy session with me for free. Now again, the bonuses are all at the bottom, and also at the bottom, on the bottom of this video, you'll find the way of how to sign up. And I really hope you will sign up, because it's going to be a very interesting program. It's going to speak to all of the expatriate concerns out there, and it's going to be a program in which you will find interaction with your coach, who is going to be me for the first group, and with the participants, very, very easy, and the sharing and the support is going to be there for you. So I hope you'll sign up. Again, the information is underneath the video, and we are looking forward to running this program with you.